just turned to 9:01 as I sat down. And we got people waiting. Kevin Killjoy, hey my friend, how you doing? Hello Ted, how you doing? You guys are early. We got 6 people already. We got a good one for tonight. I've got a video already in the chamber for tomorrow for you guys, ready to go. Can't remember when it's going to go live tomorrow, but there's a video tomorrow. And up until 5 minutes ago, I was shooting another video. So we have 2 videos coming up, unboxings. And then this week, Glenn picked up some more killer cars. If I do the post edit, this is one of them right here. So we're going to have unboxings to do, guys. Like I said, there's one in the chamber for tomorrow. It's already uploaded, already ready to go, edited, done. Yeah, we got another one after that I was just working on. And we're going to do this one. So now that I'm feeling better, everything's good with the energy, and we're going to be at it. I got a video, guys. Anybody that owns, I know Max owns it. If Doug's going to be in the comments tonight, I know he owns one. The Back to the Future DeLorean, the 1 of 18 scale, the Hot Wheels Elite. I wish I could show you. Actually, what am I talking about? I can show you right now live. Hold on, guys. So I found something on AliExpress, and it's an accessory for that car or any 1 of 18 scale DeLorean. And I was actually able to get the video off AliExpress, and I edited it, and I'm going to be putting it up, but I'm going to be able to show you guys right here on my phone. So check this thing out, guys. I'm going to show you the video in a second. So 75.38 shipped. It's funny because the ad just came up and it showed $70 shipped. I can get it for. So that's the Hot Wheels Elite DeLorean on there, okay? Now it's a base. It plugs in. It looks like it's like that, changes color and everything. Okay. But it's not just for looks. Check this out, guys. It's got functionality. Hold on. Definitely going to be ordering one of these in the next month. I'm definitely getting 100%. Check this out, guys. It's on AliExpress. $75 Canadian ship. So the car doesn't come with it, obviously. That's all kinds of awesome, guys. Like, as soon as I seen that, somebody else made a similar one a couple months ago. It wasn't like this. I'm glad I didn't order the last one I seen. And picture taking this base and putting other accessories with it, like maybe building a diorama around it. How awesome is that thing? That is killer. And Glenn in the comments. Glenn is sitting right beside me, by the way, guys. Off work today. So I'm trying to think. There's a couple things to tell you. So that we got unboxings coming up. Oh, my friend that commented from Sydney, Australia. One of the videos coming up is for you. You said you like Dodge Chargers. You made my day with the comment. That's the video I was working on just before this live. I'm going to be cracking this probably tomorrow morning. And for anybody not on my Facebook, I actually got excellent news from my doctor for once. So what happened was it was in the last video, actually. So you guys know it if you've seen the last video. They're tapering me off the prednisone, which is a temporary fix to get my platelets up till they find a long-term solution. But my platelets are sitting at around 240 right now, 240,000. And that's why I feel like I'm running at my optimum. Like, it's those pictures I was showing you guys, I looked like a frail old man. Like, I was all white and everything, and it looked like I was on drugs. It was crazy. Crap, that's another item I need for my collection. Oh, you mean that stand? Yeah, that is killer. The John Wick Cuda and stuff. People have been talking about John Wick today. I seen people posting the green light Mustang. This isn't John Wick, but this is a heavyweight that we're going to get into today, guys. Highway 61, but supercar collectibles as well. It's the 446 pack. This is not a cheap car. Oh, and by the way, before we get into that, that's what we were getting into. The Misery Machine comes to just under, I think, just over. It's not super cheap, but it's big. I mean, and it looks great. It looks like I wish I could show. Actually, what am I talking about? This is the good thing about the laptop, guys. I can now show you pictures without the post edit. So I'm going to show you. I'm going to bring up this Misery Machine before we unbox. I think it's 1/12 scale. It's by Zika Toys. It's a collab. Dave did the math. It's $190 US pre-order, but he did the math. It comes to just under 300 Canadian, I believe, shipped and everything. I believe that was like he had the math right down. I like what they did with it. It looks like how the van, I think, should look, kind of. Now, to get around the copyright, it's not the Mystery Machine, of course. It's the Misery Machine. Misery Machine. But they did it, to me, that looks just like, it almost looks a lot like, guys, actually. The A-Team van, obviously. But the green light version of it, to me.
Yeah, the rims are the same.
Yeah, it looks a lot like the green light version of the A-Team van. And sorry, guys, the secondary camera, that's one thing I forgot, because while I'm on the prednisone, I'm off my ADHD medication, so I'm a dummy right now. I'm an energetic dummy. But I brought up the new camera to get it going for you guys and didn't have time to do it. Hey, Retro, there was a toy show in my town. I scored a 164 Ertl General Lee with good wheels and decals. Oh, that's awesome, buddy. Really good. Was that loose or on card? I love the Ertl stuff. Hold on a sec, since you're talking old school Ertl. This used to be in my collection. I was collecting the old school. So this is die-cast 1/24 scale. This is Ertl, but it's a toy grade Bandit. Funny thing is, guys, the Ertl, the movie cars, how the trunks don't open on the 118s? That one does on the toy grade. Obviously it doesn't have the details and anything, but for us die-cast collectors, you find these in good shape. I got this for crazy cheap. I can't remember how much, and I sold it to Glenn for what I paid. But I was building a collection of these loose and in boxes when I sold off. That's an original Ertl. Shadow Warrior loose. Is there some paint chipping? But I love the Ertl. Yeah. Hey, there's nothing wrong with that, my friend. As long as it's not too bad. And you know what the good thing is about it? It's not permanent. You could always upgrade. Like I've gotten stuff before that is out of the stores, obviously. But it's not in the best of shape, not the way I like it. And sometimes it takes a year or more and I'll see a better one and I'll upgrade it. And then I'll just sell off the old one. But yeah, the Misery Machine, guys, it's looking... To me, it looks good. It looks like the A-Team van, but painted like the... and stuff opens on it too, by the way. Stuff opens, and that's 1/12 scale. So that would be a biggie. Very big. 1/12, that's the size of the acrylic.
Like the Scooby-Doo van, isn't it?
Well, that is the Misery Machine there that I'm showing, but what I was saying is it's the size of these acrylic. Remember, I always talk about for the 1/18 cars and boxes, you can get the Hobby Lobby acrylic to protect the boxes. These are 1 of 12 scale acrylics for the 1 of 18 box. So one of those bands would probably fit in here. If it wasn't too tall anyway. Hard to say. Wow, the comments are popping tonight. Who makes it? What company makes it? Oh, are you talking about the Misery Machine? It's a company called Zuka Toys. And like I said, you want to type in Misery Machine, not Mystery Machine. So it's Zika Toys. So that's www.zicatoys.com. And yeah, it's kind of like the ramen racers. I think they're doing it in conjunction with the ramen racers. Those people that did it looked like it looked a lot like Dom's Charger. They did a bunch of stuff, mask toys and stuff. They were getting in, I think they got in some crap for copyright stuff, but their stuff they were doing was great and it was reasonably priced. So when this Misery Machine came out, the other stuff looks great that they've done. So yeah, the Misery Machine is definitely one I'm considering. Income tax time, I'm getting a big one. Last year I got the Super Elite DeLorean. That's the most expensive one of my collection. That costed me $320 Canadian for that. This year, I'm thinking I might get the Smokey and the Bandit truck and trailer, like something big like that, guys. Something big I'll get because it's income tax time. I got the Jada Dom's Charger Elite version. That's awesome. You know, Kevin, that they just came out with those True Spec. Now, they're only 1 of 24 scale, the True Spec. They're supposed to be coming out with 1 of 18s. I hope they do. The True Spec line is great. They also, so the True Spec by Jada, they did the 1 of 18. I just posted it today, Jurassic Park. I'll show you a picture. It was already supposed to be out, actually, this thing. 2024 was supposed to be out. But they did just release the, like I said, they did just release the other one, Dom's Charger. And Dom's Charger looks great. That thing, guys, that's 1 of 18. That looks amazing. I'm praying they still come out with it. That's the by Jada Toys True Spec line. But yeah, the first one that they dropped was the Charger, and it was in 1 of 24 scale. But let me tell you, it looks nice. And even the headlights flip over, everything. And they don't seem to be terribly crazy expensive either for what you're getting. Yeah, 1 of 24. Yeah, they did very good on the new ones, actually. Just catching up on comments, guys. Wow, 12 people.
I tried tagging Hemi Nate because I didn't see any comments by him.
Maybe Nate's not around tonight. Maybe a couple guys maybe not here tonight. I don't see G tonight. Maybe he's out with friends. Sometimes people come in later as well.
Mm-hmm.
So what I'm going to do, we do have 12 people here waiting. So I am going to start unboxing this car. If everybody can do me a favor, if you haven't done it, hit like for me. That way we don't forget to do that for Retro. And that way this live stream is getting out to a bunch more collectors. And a bunch more people get to see it. And it puts us out across the map. Man, Marketplace, guys, some good deals have been going on there. Wow. I seen one today that I missed. It was the Back to the Future Toyota truck, the original, the cinema card one. The Toyota Truck 164, the cinema card, Retro Entertainment, first release, $25. I was like, wow, that's like $100 car still. Even like when the re-release came out, everybody thought the value was going to go down, and it might just a tiny bit, but it doesn't much. Those original cinema cards, I think they scrapped it because of all the plastic they use, but they're beautiful cards, man. Okay, guys, I think it's time. It's time we get into it. It's a big one, too. 14 people now, guys. Everybody smash like for Retro. We're going to get into this guy. And the box is, the tab is opening nice. Everything's opening nice.
Oh, Shawn Michaels said hi to you.
Hello, Shawn Michaels. I, you know what? I have to admit, and I think I told Max this. I love your name because I'm an old school wrestling guy, and every time I hear your name, it makes me smile because of that. And I bet you, since you're from my era, I'm not the first guy that's mentioned that. There's no way. Shawn Michaels. Okay, so this is going to be in one of those bubbles that I just hate because you have to like halfway like pry the car out. I just don't like. But you know what? It's better than they were having it before. Because remember the supercar collectibles? They were putting them on those pedestals, and you ship it, and you get the car. The box would look mint, and it would look like a bunch of model parts loose in the box. Like it would just come right apart. So this is better than that because it doesn't allow it to move at all, but it's a pain in the butt to get it out. Wow, this is going to take nice pictures. It's got plastic over the hood, over the trunk. We keep all of that plastic. Anybody new watching this? You keep all the inserts, anything like that. Thankfully, this is a newer box, so it's one of those bases that normally is not too hard to deal with. Oh, you know what? This has been out, so somebody's already done the hard work for us. If it was Dave, thank you, Dave. That you made it way easier. Oh, guys. Wow. One of my dreams, by the way, somebody mentioned the Nash Bridges Cuda. That's one of my dreams. I would even take the Highway 61 one or the older one, the older version that has the tires that look like the Vanishing Point Turtle. They're a little bit bigger.
Wasn't that a convertible in the?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Nash Bridges is a convertible. It's a little bit of an orangey color. This reminds me of when we unboxed Letty's Cuda. Stretch's car, Letty's Cuda, the Fast and Furious. This thing looks great. I got a big ring light behind the computer too, lighting everything up for you guys. No paint rash. No paint rash. Sadly, some of the higher end ones get paint rash. It's the Acme's, GMPs, stuff like that. This thing is beautiful. Wow. So before we start destrapping it, it's perfect. So Glenn, he had a couple cars that had a couple little issues. Luckily, this one, this higher end one he got is perfect. Mint and perfect. There's nothing sketchy about it. Yeah, it's flawless, buddy. Yeah, it's flawless for sure, Kevin. Yeah, like I said, Glenn, it wasn't the worst stuff that could happen, but he had a little run of bad luck with paint rash. And usually his luck is good. Okay, so anytime for new viewers, anytime we de-strap, we do it away from the paint, try to do it underneath the car, cut away from the car, cut away from yourself. Because that would suck to gouge this perfect paint with a knife. Yeah, the only thing we would throw out from this car, is the straps I'm cutting off. That's all I would throw out from this. If you would like to keep the original straps, you can do that. Some people might like to do that, but okay, so that peels off. Okay, so I think, the paint is gorgeous. The feel of it, guys, it just, like you could even feel it. It's just smooth. I don't know. It's like, I know all of them are smooth, you know what I mean? But it's just a different quality feel. One of the things I loved about Letty's Cuda was that grill. That grill was awesome. The old Highway 61 cars have a cleaning towel and a tool. I love those cleaning kits, Ted. We have a bunch of those cleaning kits here because Glenn's got a bunch of Highway 61 cars. I love those. It's that kit that I used to open up the headlights on the Silver Screen Machines General Lee and on the Dirty Mary Crazy Larry, I use that little tool to do that because it's a plastic. It's perfect for it. So the cool thing about this, I love the hood pins. The bad thing about this, I hate the hood pins. Those things fly on the floor, and then I got to get Glenn with his eagle eyes to find them every time. And if you don't have a lot of dexterity in your hands and stuff, they're hard to deal with. I don't like them. So let's start at the trunk. It's got that beautiful spoiler. Actually, New York plate. Whole thing is just done nicely, nice. I cannot wait for the pictures. Glamour shots will be up post edit. This I'm definitely gonna post edit this one, guys. This video here might not be up tomorrow because we have a video tomorrow going up, but you will see glamour shots. You know what? I'll post glamour shots on my community feed of this. That way you guys can see it that are here now. That way you don't miss them. That's what I'm gonna do for whoever that's not on my Facebook. Wow. Yeah, Glenn, so luckily, Glenn, you got the perfect car, buddy. There's nothing sketchy at all about
I love that color, too.
I do, too.
I just wish it had the black interior, but, I mean, I'm not buying the real one, so I won't worry about that much.
Yeah, it's a beautiful car. But you know what's cool? I like that they did white seats with the black dashboard. That's a cool part of it. That kind of sets it off. Coming up to the front in a minute, guys. I'm going to have to dig the hood pins out of it. They always do very good with the dashboard, steering wheel stuff. It's got the 17 people watching live. Thank you, guys. Everybody smash like for me. It's got the real seat belts. If you haven't smashed like, please do her up. The gauges always look good. Now, don't forget, I'm going to drag the laptop up to the Retro Collectibles Look-See set so we could have a better look at this in a few minutes. So now, for the 446 pack, I might have to take my gloves off to get these hood pins.
And I've got a home for that one.
Oh, you know what? They made them that they're a little bit easier to grab because I'm actually able to grab them.
Mm-hmm.
I almost didn't have to take my glove off to get it. They're making them a little bit, they put like a little loop on the end of it almost. More so than the other ones. Okay, Glenn. Eagle Eye, I'm putting those right there. There's one. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Glenn, whenever something small gets found, he's the guy that finds
it. Actually, put that on your black thing there because it'll stand out more.
Yeah, but I might grab that, Glenn, not knowing that's the problem. Good idea, because if it stand out, but if I grab that, because it's the battery pack, and me not on my meds right now, I probably would. So here's the second one. Okay. So glove back on, because I don't want to leave fingerprints on this beautiful paint. The gloves make such a difference. Gloves courtesy of Max, by the way, who's in the comments. Thank you, buddy. Always can use the gloves. Yeah, because they make a huge difference. Fingerprints alone, you're not wiping everything off all the time. You know, it's a pain in the butt, our mirrored turntable. Oof, that gets fingerprints. So, oh, it's got an antenna that comes up, guys. I'm just making sure it doesn't have a hood that comes off or something and it flies off on us. Oh, you know what? It does have the Highway 61 kit in here, too. It does have a kit.
So there's some at the front, weight thing sticking up.
That's okay. So they gave him extra hood pins at the front. That's the thing you see at the front, Glenn.
Okay.
See, that's cool because obviously people miss those. And then it's got the little tool kit that's got the cleaning rag and everything, and the little thing to open the doors, the little poker and that. I love that little kit. Those are amazing little kits. Okay, I was gonna say I might have to use that little pry tool.
Is it a 440 or a 330?
This is a 440 6-pack.
That's what I thought.
Yeah, that's what makes this one a sought after one too. It's a 440 6-pack under the hood. That is, like I always say, if it looks like it was hand assembled with individual pieces, like that's detailed. Sorry, Maisto, that's no Maisto. 16 people watching, guys. Thank you. Everybody smash like. Look at that grill. They killed it with the grills on these. I love the way the grill looks on this car. Wow.
Oh, did you see what Shawn Michaels said? Actually, I'm older than you. Retro. I am named after Sean Connery.
Oh, yeah, I just saw that. That's funny. Max, do you have one of those kits? Molly, you might, because I think you guys have some Highway 61 stuff. They're awesome, though. There we go. They're resuming in good. There we go. I'm going to have to leave the screen in a minute just to go. And there's those hood hinges, guys. Love those. I'm going to have to leave the screen in a minute just to go put this up on the look-see set, but I could still talk to you guys. Yeah, this is just, you could just feel the quality. I know a lot of people say green light, stuff like that, but good is good. And that is nice. Like even the underneath. See the lines and stuff like that. It's crazy. Okay, guys, I'm going to talk to you while I'm doing this. Just getting us up here. Got our turntable up here. Won't take long. Here we go. Try not to kill each other in the comments. Just kidding. Okay, it won't take long, guys. Okay. Okay, here we go. Silver battery pack. See, this is the part where Glenn, I would have grabbed the battery pack and sent those flying.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. But I like how they include the extra ones, guys, because those hood pins, let me tell you, I dumped when I had my Black Ghost Challenger, the green light Black Ghost Challenger, that had hood pins, and those ended up on the floor more than once. And I don't know if that came with extras or not, I don't remember. That car I ended up selling off to get something else, a movie car actually. But we got
I don't
going.
think it did.
Okay, guys, don't mind me. I'm moving you guys. Good thing about a new laptop too is I don't just leave it plugged in frying the battery, so I can just walk around with it. It's got a good battery. Okay, here we go. So I know it's a little bit unconventional, guys, but we are live. There we go. Lit right up. Trying to get the best view. You know what? That's not too bad. Okay. There we go. Look at that, guys. Okay, so that's gorgeous. I know that the live stream is not doing this car justice. That thing is gorgeous. And next time, I promise you, I'm going to have the new camera hooked up. We had 15 minutes left. I started doing it, got confused. And I said, Glenn, what's going to happen is I'm going to start focusing on this stupid camera and we're going to be late. So next time we're doing it up. I got some eye candy in the background, some custom stuff. Custom Dukes of Hazzard team transport, Hot Wheels. Custom, that's a custom. They didn't make Gone in 60 Seconds 2-pack. Although it wouldn't surprise me to see it one day. Now, up under the lights, I will show you guys. We'll do it justice up here under better lighting conditions. There we go.
Our friend Chris Savvy did the custom gun in 60 seconds.
Yeah, that's who did that. It's a custom. Yeah, that was done by Chris Savvy, by the way, guys. By Chris Savvy. He's in Ontario Diecast Addicts. Oh, it's got the opening glove box, guys. Glove box is open in the car. Just noticed that. I just wanted to give you guys a little look under some bright light. And then don't worry, I'm going to go sit down and get out of this dumb view for you guys in a second so we could all chat. In fact, I'm going to take you guys for a little stroll with me to get a drink, and we're going to chat. But this laptop, I love having it for the widescreen format. I know the camera is not as good as my iPhone, but I got that secondary one. I'm going to get it going. So comments. Yeah, it is really nice, Molly. It's post-edit. I'm going to make sure that I get a lot of good pictures and stuff of it so you guys can see it. Where can you get it turned? Oh, Kevin, turntable display. You know where you get it? AliExpress. I'm always talking about AliExpress. So that one there did not come from AliExpress. That was gifted from Dave H. But I believe, actually, you know what? I think he might have got it from there. Mine, that's the exact same. I got it from AliExpress. And mine came with 3 different size things to go on top for different sizes. So I can do 118 cars. But you know what you do with them, Kevin? What Dave did with the one that he gifted me is he went on Amazon and he said it cost him about $15 and he got that round mirror and he glued it to the top of it. And it made it amazing. It made it way bigger and it's a mirrored bottom and wipe it off with Windex and it's beautiful. Did I bring a pop in there, Glenn? I think I did already. Okay. But yeah, that's so yeah, you can get those off AliExpress, Kevin, and they're fairly cheap. I think I paid under $30 for mine, I think, if I'm not mistaken. And everywhere else, they were way more money. Like they were, is this mine, Glenn?
Yep.
Okay.
Better do Pepsi.
Yeah, you're right. Okay. Everywhere else, they were way more money. But AliExpress, I've been seeing so much cool stuff. Like that Back to the Future base, that's a gotta have that. Like as soon as I seen that, it's changing color and all that. Can you imagine that in the dark? Like, wow. So I do gotta apologize to you guys. I've not been replying as much to comments, both on Facebook and on YouTube, and the reason for that is because I'm not taking my ADHD medication, so I'm having a real hard time concentrating on stuff. I have all my energy back and stuff, and in a couple days I'll be able to take my ADHD meds again. I don't feel bad. I just feel like my brain's all over the place. Like I'll start doing something, and then 10 minutes later I'm into something else. So what happens is I'll go in and start posting pictures, and then forget to reply to comments or. But yeah, it's just in the last couple weeks that's been happening. So I'm going to be on the comments. And tomorrow I told Glenn I'm going to go in and reply to everyone. I don't like leaving anybody hanging. So if anybody's ever left like that, it's not that I'm doing it on purpose. I will reply back to you. Well, unless you're calling me a shithead or something dumb, you know what I mean? Then I'm not going to reply back. Because I'm like that. Have you decided what other vehicles you will display this with? Yeah, Glenn is actually displaying it in his one cabinet here. So he's going to keep it in the box. I think you are, or are you
Right,
going to get an
I'm telling
acrylic?
you, you got a hard case
So
for it.
he plans to get an acrylic case for it. One of these guys up here to keep the dust and everything off it. One of these, or maybe even one of these light up ones. These Illuma cases, guys, by the way, if you can get them used, okay? These here, you know what we paid for these? They were $25 each. I found them on Marketplace. They're called Illuma case. And as you see, they plug into the USB. They're totally encased, okay? A guy had those on Marketplace, but he wasn't selling those. He had a bunch of cars in them. Like he had about 30 of those and he had cars. The only problem is, guys, it was an old man and he had like Model T Fords. He had like stuff that none of us would be into. So I messaged him and said, "Would you be interested in selling just the cases?" "Oh, no problem. Yeah, $25 each." "Wow, okay. How many do you got?" So I went, I made a trip and bought a few, and then I sent Glenn and Dave, and they went and got the rest of them because for that price, like that was a killer, amazing deal, and they weren't all scratched, marked up, or anything like that. So that was amazing. Hemi Nate is here, and don't ever be sorry you're late, buddy. And you know what's funny, Nate? You were noticed missing. I don't know if your ears were ringing, but you were noticed missing. Glenn mentioned you earlier. He tagged you actually. He tagged you because I think he noticed you weren't there. And I said, well, maybe he's busy. He could be out with his family. I said, Giuliano might not be here. Maybe he's out with friends. That happens sometimes. So that's he'll be at the next one. But we're glad to see you here, buddy. And no, that's awesome. Not bad at all. You're here. So what you missed, we unboxed that car. It's we can't do glamour shots or anything like that, but I am going to show you the car in a minute. We talked about the misery machine. I think I showed you already, Nate, that base that's on AliExpress for the 1 of 18 scale Back to the Future car that lights up and has the sounds and everything. I showed these guys that on my phone. Because I remembered I can show stuff on my phone because I'm on the laptop now. So I showed them the misery machine. I showed them that. That base, by the way, Nate, I'm 100% I'm ordering one of those. It's hovering now between $75 and $70 shipped. Like every time I click on it, it's either 75 or like they're really trying to lure me in. That's how they got me for the turntable, actually, Kevin. It's funny you're asking about the turntable because AliExpress. I was watching a turntable on there, and they kept lowering it, and then finally they got me, and I ended up getting it. So sometimes they'll do that. If you keep watching an item, all of a sudden they'll just start the ads. You'll notice the price will start dropping, and then just snag it. Yeah, but AliExpress has been awesome lately. So yeah, that's all we've been doing is just hanging out. 18 people. Wow, everybody give it a like for retro. Smash like for me. But yeah, I'm gonna sit down and just show because Nate was not with us. I've got to show him the car. Because it's a nice one, Nate. It's really nice. And Glenn lucked out with this one because it's flawless. There's no paint rush, nothing sketchy. It's got the opening glove box and all that. The color is gorgeous. Highway 61 Supercar Collectibles. It's beautiful. Okay, just gonna get gloves on. I'm not handling it without gloves. Glenn was just looking at me because I had a glove wrapped around the car. And he was looking. I don't think he realized what I was doing, but I had a glove wrapped around the car, lifting it up. He probably thought that I was going to drop it or something. My glove was coming off or something, but okay. But no, she is nice. And Glenn, like I said, his luck is usually awesome. He had a couple little bad lucks with a couple cars with paint rash, but this one, the most valuable one out of his little lot, made up for it. It's got the antenna that comes up, and we're getting a nice clear shot of that on this camera now. Earlier, it didn't seem like it was coming in like this. The grill, I love how they do the grill on these cars. It's like how they did the Cuda. Oh, there's my friend Luis Miguel Suarez Barrios. How you doing, buddy? Highway 61ers. Yeah, they are. You know what's funny? How I discovered Highway 61, Nate? You probably already know the story, but I walked in here one day and Glenn and Dave had just came from somewhere. They bought a bunch of cars off this guy. He was selling his collection. And they were all up. A bunch of them were, spread out. We were like Dave was showing me what they grabbed and that. And I look over on the fireplace mantle. By the way, it's got hood pins. It comes with extra hood pins, and it came with the toolkit. But I look over on the fireplace, and what do I see but the white 1970 Challenger with Colorado plates in a Highway 61 box. And I went, holy crap, guys. I said, is that the Vanishing Point Challenger? And they kind of looked at me. They didn't realize that it was actually because it wasn't it didn't say Vanishing Point, wasn't licensed. And they had bought a bunch of cars, so it kind of slipped in and they didn't notice what it was. I was like, that's the Vanishing Point car, guys. Like, I walked over, looked at the license plate, Colorado plates. I was like, you got to be kidding me. You guys are so lucky. And they just literally stumbled on it. Like, they didn't even realize it. They knew it was a heavyweight car because they had a bunch of them that day. But yeah, that is the 446 pack, just showing it again. 446 pack. They do a beautiful job on these. And yeah, the Letty's Cuda was nice. That, I loved the finish on it. What I really like, though, is that they include the extra hood pins, because I'm telling you guys, if you own one of these and if you take it out, you're going to dump them on the floor probably at least once. And you know what's cool? The wheels roll smooth. The back wheels roll smooth. But it's almost like they got the brakes on so that it's made to not roll off as shit. Like, it's made like that on purpose. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're nice and smooth when you roll them, but it's almost like they got a brake applied. Just showed up. Scott Worsley, how you doing, my friend? Yeah, they are awesome. We just unboxed this. We did a Letty's Cuda before as well. Oh, it's your birthday today, Louise. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to Louise. On his birthday, we unboxed a heavyweight car. And if you missed it, Louise, you can always check it. It'll be up tomorrow as well. Look in that trunk. It's actually lighting up really good here, guys. I like how they do the original patterns in the trunk like that. Like how Silver Screen did for the General Lee car. Yeah, very, very. It's even got the jack in there, Glenn.
Yeah, that's almost the same as my white one. That's Highway 61.
Yeah,
right
yeah,
here.
that's the one we were talking about.
Yeah.
This is a 71 though, Glenn, and that's a 70. Oh, that's a Challenger, actually.
Yeah.
What am I talking about? But yeah, it's the same quality though, Glenn. Same quality. Like even the license plate on it, and it's got the opening just for the people that just got here. There's a rare Highway 61 Saturn. You know what's funny, Ted? I swear to God, you know what? I'm gonna send it to you. It can't be the same one, but there's a Saturn, a Highway 61 Saturn, on Marketplace right now. And the reason it caught my eye is the friggin' detailing is insane. Because it's a Saturn, you're like, oh, they made a Saturn, and then I'm looking at it, and it's like the details are insane on that. That's funny. I'm gonna send you that, and then that way, if it is the one you're talking about, you could snap it up. I'm gonna send it to you tonight. But this has an opening glove box, even that it's right down to that detail. Not sure if you could see it. I got the glove box open. Yeah, you could see that. And then there. Oh, I thought the glove box came off for a second. No, it didn't come off. It's a stupid glove me playing tricks with my head. I thought Glenn's perfect car. Oh yeah, camera's picking it up nice now. What I find about this laptop camera, as long as it's not too dark or too light, seems all right. But it's not the iPhone for sure. So yeah, on Louise's birthday, we did the 71 Cuda by Highway 61. And it's a nice one. We also talked about the 1 of 12 scale Misery Machine that's coming out by Zuka Toys. It's actually, I'm a fan of it, guys, because I'm like, it looks to me, looks a lot like the A-Team van, and it looks like the, well, you tell me, Nate. You know what it reminds me of, Nate? I'm going to show you the side view. I know you've seen it 100 times by now, but like, to me, that screams green light. Damn, it's okay. Oh, there we go. It looks a lot like green lights work, like the rims and everything. Terrence Haggerty, hello, my friend. How you doing? Yeah, that car, the 71 Cuda that we did earlier, that was a beauty. If you missed that, that will be up tomorrow. Actually, yeah. So this live, once it goes through all the checks to make sure that we weren't all on here like plotting like terrible stuff because we're live. It goes through a bunch of checks and then YouTube puts it up. And then usually I download it, re-edit it, put it back up. So you're going to have this live tomorrow to watch, but then you're going to have a new unboxing video. There's an unboxing video that I did yesterday, a good one that's waiting for you guys tomorrow, Sunday. It's already up. Soon as it hits, what time? Hold on, I'll check. I'll let you guys know what car it is tomorrow and what time right now, because we can do that. That's another good thing about the laptop. I can check my phone for this stuff. Show you guys. So the car tomorrow. Time to fire up. Oh, can't show you guys too much of it. Okay. Oh, it's a good one. It's the AMX. Actually, I could show you guys the car. The AMX is out, eh, Glenn? Can you hand me the AMX, Glenn? So this car is already unboxed, and tomorrow I'm surprised. I was shocked at how nice it was, guys. Took beautiful pictures. I'm not usually an AMX guy, but that took nice pictures, guys, and everything else. So that is going to be live tomorrow. This unboxing at, let's see here. Oh, I didn't even set a time. You know what? I'm going to set it for 10 a.m. tomorrow morning. So tomorrow at 10 a.m., this will be ready to be watched. That way it's early enough, but late enough. You guys know what I mean. And like I was mentioning earlier, there's yet another one in the pipe. It's a 69 Dodge Charger that I did for somebody in the comments all the way from Melbourne, Australia that likes Chargers. We're working on that. Right before this live came on, I was working on that. So, and not to mention, so those are two unboxings that are coming. This 69 is tomorrow, Pete's Patriot, and it's a nice one, and it takes nice pictures, guys. So this is tomorrow. But Glenn closed a deal today, and he's getting. Actually, I could show you. I'm actually excited about this one car. I love having my phone to show you guys this stuff. We don't gotta wait till post edit anymore. So one of the cars Glenn is getting is this. I'm excited about it because it's a Demon. You don't usually see many Demon castings. That was sitting around for $80 for the longest time on their mint box. the chase of that, it's a chrome chase. It's just like this, but instead of where the body's yellow, it's chrome. It's a 200 piecer, and a guy sold one of those for 80 or $100 in the Canadian 1 of 18 group, the chase of this a couple months ago. Actually, you know what? I could find that too. It went for cheap. I tagged a couple people in it, but yeah, now that Glenn's gonna collect this line, if he sees something like that again. So yeah, that's one of the cars he got. I'll show you the other cars in a sec. I'm just finding this stock rods car because it was sold for cheap and it was the chase of it. So there's the whole set of stock rods, guys. No, that's not the whole set of stock rods. Right here. There's a Daytona in this, or well, that's the Caterpillar ones that Glenn's gonna collect. There's actually a Daytona in this set, okay? So it's a good set. So it's got the Demon that he's got coming for $80. It's got a 71 GTX, 69 Dodge Charger, and then it's got the Ward Burton Caterpillar 71 Barracuda, and this is that chase piece. 200 made, okay? It's the chrome chase. Sorry about the glare. I'm trying to get it up better for you guys. Chrome chase piece for that set. Okay, so they got the regular and the chrome. And there's only 200 of that car. Or 199. I was wrong. So one less. This guy, I didn't even know they made that until recently. I'm sure Giuliano is going to need that one too. But stock rods. But that one stock rod, I'm going to try to find it. There was a guy that had a sales post, and it sold for incredibly cheap. And I was tagging people on it too. I was like, that is a cool car. I cannot believe it's still there. So it's the Demon that Glenn's picking up for $80, mind you, not the Cuda. This is the Cuda chase I'm talking about. And where is it? I'm trying to show you guys. Just so you don't think I'm just sitting here rudely scrolling on my phone. I'm actually looking for something to show you guys. Is it going to come up? There's older posts, but I used the search feature. I'm trying to find it, obviously. This isn't the post. It's close. No, that's not it. Damn it. Thought I had it, guys, but it wasn't it. I can't find it. Anyway, that chase sold for 80 or $100. That was a killer. Or no, wait, I think 120 it sold for. That was a killer deal. So anyway, Glenn's got 3 more cars coming in addition. And I'll show you because these are going to be unboxings coming up. And I'm going to show you a car I didn't know existed. Okay, Glenn, I'm trying to find those cars you got, buddy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay, so anyway, he's got one of them's the stock rods. One of them is just a run-of-the-mill Dodge Coronet, I believe, the red convertible. What was the other one, Glenn? The third one?
The GTX convertible.
Yeah, the red one.
67 or 69.
I was wrong. It's a red GTX convertible. Okay.
And then there's the new Challenger, I think it was, the new style.
Oh, yeah. He got a new Challenger. Highway 61, but it's the new style Challenger. So he got one of these, but it's the new style Challenger. He got an old school Earl Collectibles, just run of the mill. And then he has the stock rods, which I'm excited for the stock rods and the Highway 61. By the way, guys, $135 and it's sold. I said that was a good deal. You know how much those sell for on eBay, even though nothing opens or anything? Ridiculous. That's $135, but with the appreciation in that, I figure it would be about at least 175 or 200 worth. Like, if I had the money, I'd have grabbed it in a heartbeat. I'll put it that way. But yeah, not surprising it sold. Mint box. That was a good deal. Oh, Lewis, I'm sorry I said I couldn't say goodbye, Lewis. I was yapping. Lewis, if you're still there, good night. If you missed it, I'm sorry I was yapping. Marketplace in Quebec sucks. Yeah, you know what though? I will say, Model Car Vault, Quebec, you guys seem to have a lot of 1 of 18 scale stuff. A lot. Like, you guys seem to have. Do you guys have diecast shows just for 1 of 18 scale? The Model Car Vault? Since you're in Quebec? I heard that you guys have shows that are just for 1 of 18, and because the shows we have here for diecast, it's like mixed shows. It's mostly Hot Wheels stuff. Thanks again, Glenn. Yeah, Glenn is a trooper for sharing that collection. And by the way, that car that I discovered that I didn't know existed. So tonight I mentioned I'm doing this unboxing you guys are going to see in a few days. It's a car I've never done before. I did the red Hot Wheels one. Haven't done this one yet, the brown one, 69 Charger. So while I was online looking for pictures of this 69 Charger, I found a version of that I didn't even know existed. Wait till you guys see this. So, same car, but this is for the Hot Wheels Collector Nationals. Check that out, guys. Same car, but for the Collector Nationals. Like the things you come across that you don't know existed.
I need that too now.
I don't know if they're numbered or how many were made, but it's real. It's not a custom. I love having my phone on here to show you guys. Wow. Because I'm used to recording with my phone, right? So it's not like I could show you guys. So yeah, so that's what we have coming up. It's the content's going to be pumping. We got like I said, there's already a video in the chamber for tomorrow. This will be up. I'm going to be editing a bunch of stuff into this as well. And then Monday or Tuesday, it's going to be the Dodge Charger. Then we got more cars coming of Glenn's this week. Don't forget, there's a mail day coming. By the way, our AliExpress, this guy here, don't forget, we got mail coming. Our AliExpress 1 of 18 scale Herbie, I'll show you for those who might have missed it. Bring a picture up here, Herbie the Love Bug. So I seen a picture online, and this was the picture. It was my Herbie Goes to Monte Carlo beside a matching Vespa scooter. So me being me, I jumped on AliExpress, and don't I find the exact Vespa for $11.19 shipped. So it was waiting for its plane until yesterday. So now it's left the country. It's on its way here, guys. So that I think is going to pop. It took it right off the screen on us. Anyway, you guys know it's coming. That I cannot wait. That's going to pop. And like I said, guys, I might try to pull the trigger if I can this week on that base. I might see if I can make an extra move or two. See if I can order that Back to the Future base. Still bailing out after Christmas, stuff like that. Still paying off. But we need us one of these here. Just bringing it up to show you guys. Yeah, they're coming up between 70 and $75 shipped for the 1 of 18 DeLorean on AliExpress. Car sits on it, and it makes it look like it's going through the time warp. And then you hear Doc and Marty talking, and Doc is saying, "You built a DeLorean out of a time machine?" It looks amazing, guys. We definitely need it. 100% we're ordering it. Like I said, I might try to order it this week. Hey, Retro, which Starsky and Hutch diecast is better, Joyride or Ertl? You know what? They're about the same because it's the same company. Ertl is Joyride. So Ertl basically, Joyride is the later Ertl, a little bit later Ertl. I don't see much difference in them, if any. So I think you're okay with either. I will say this though, so I chose the Ertl Starsky myself over the green light, okay? The one area that the green light beat the Ertl on, I'm going to show you guys right now. So the green light Artisan Starsky or the green light Starsky and Hutch, there's one little detail that it beat the Ertl. I love the Ertl. I'm still keeping the Ertl. And it's not just the Starsky and Hutch car, guys. It's on all the 76 Torinos. Even my 76 Chrome Chase is like this. Okay. See the Ford? It's up too high. That's on the Ertl. And it's not just the Starsky and Hutch this one. It's the Starsky and Hutch Chrome Chase. And it's also every 76 Torino. It's not just the Starskys. They all put that in the wrong spot. But on the Torino, or on the the Artisan, it's good. It's in the right spot. I have a friend. He's not on the live tonight, I don't think. But my friend Patrick, I talked to him quite a bit on Facebook. I remember he was ordering the Starsky and Hutch, and he asked me all about it. And he ended up going with the Artisan, I believe, because he didn't like the fact that it was too low. And I don't blame him because it sticks out like a sore thumb. You know what I mean? You guys know me with Ertl, right? I love Ertl stuff. So I overlooked it. So yeah, that's the if you ask me, the Ertl is the awesome one of those to go with. And Ertl is Joyride, so there you go. I sent you a picture of the general I got on message. Wanted to get your opinion. Oh, okay. That reminds me. So if you sent me in Messenger on Facebook, I'm going to start. I have to get in the habit of checking my other folder. You know, the whatever they call it, spam folder, whatever. I have to get in that habit because about a month ago, you know who reached out to me about a month ago? I checked that spam folder. Friggin' Northland News wanted to use one of my photographs. What happened was Toys R Us here in Canada, they're starting to close them, it sounds like, unfortunately. So they closed a bunch of Toys R Us's. One of the Toys R Us's in my Toys R Us, the Stony Creek one, the one that I go to, closed, okay? What I didn't realize is when I was walking in the one day, I seen the sign up on the door, we're closing inventory, blah, blah, blah. I took a picture, posted it on my Facebook. They hadn't made a public statement yet. So then it wasn't anywhere. So the news, I guess somebody either, because that picture I put up got shared a ton. And I guess the news seen it and they got a hold of me, Northland Media, and asked for permission to use that photograph because they said that they had, because Toys R Us hadn't made an official statement yet. So Retro broke the news before the news broke the news. But sadly, I got to them a month later. So I'm going to be checking that, and I'll be checking. Did you let me know if you emailed it or sent it on Messenger? Oh, you did on Messenger. Okay. I'm going to check that for you. You know what? I can do it live in a second here, actually. Not that I know of, we have it, but it's mixed. Although mostly 118. See, we have it, it's mixed, but it's mostly Hot Wheels scale. Although I am starting to see bigger stuff though. And Shadow Warrior, I'm going to check your message right now, my friend, since we can do that. I'm so used to you having to use this phone. I was so used to saying, I'm going to check it after the stream. And then I was like, I could check that right now. So I don't see anything. So I bet you it went to my message requests. Ah, okay. Yeah, I got you here. Okay, accept. I think honestly, you didn't do terrible, but I think that if you shopped around, you probably could have got a better one for a little bit better condition. But it takes a little bit of shopping. Um, but you didn't do terrible. I'll put it that way. That's nothing terrible. Duke stuff is, yourself. It's crazy hot. Um, but yeah, I'll put it this way. I got mine in the package, 1980s, but it was probably 6 years ago. But I paid 25 for mine in the package, on card. You can get those if you shop around with it in the package, with the package still in good shape. If you shop around, you can get it for about 80 or $100. If you like that car, my friend, because it's a vintage one, maybe you should shop and see if you could find one affordable for yourself. And then you get a nice, like a plastic protector to put it in.
Remember, there was that 125 scale for $65 on Marketplace earlier.
Oh yeah, he's talking about the smaller.
Yeah, but he might want the bigger scale to go with it.
Yeah, we don't know which part of the world he's in, though, Glenn.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying that.
But yeah, sorry, I just completely lost my track of thought. Anyway, so the Ertl General Lee, the 1/64 scale, I got mine, and it's what I loved about mine is it was in pristine condition, but it still had the original Woco price tag on it, and the price tag was still intact. It wasn't all ratty and all that. Some people don't like that, but if the price tag is still intact and it's a store like Woco, Kmart, it adds to the character, I think. I could send you a pic of the bucket I found. Yeah, absolutely, buddy. Send me pictures. And yeah, you can follow me on Facebook. You can send me messages. I'm on Instagram as well, but I'm going to be honest with you. If you want to interact with me, Facebook is the way to do it. Instagram, it looks like I'm active. And the reason because every time I post something to Facebook, it automatically shares it to my Instagram. So it looks like I'm active on there. But I want people to know I'm not ignoring people. I've got to start checking that more. But if you've ever got to get a hold of me, my friend, yeah, the way you just did it is how to do it. And now I can keep. In fact, that's funny because that's you. I don't know if you heard that bing, but it came through on the laptop that you just messaged me. So now you're in my little algorithm. You're not in my spam folder. So now we can communicate. So if anybody wants to get a hold of me, that's how we can do it. I'm very interactive on Facebook. And yeah, other than the last couple weeks due to my medication, I respond to all the comments. Last couple weeks I've been bad because of medication stuff, but I always respond. If I don't respond, it's because of I haven't seen it yet or something. And thank you, the Model Car Vault. Thank you. It's comments like that keep the videos coming. I got a comment actually again. We're on the laptop, so I could show you guys. This comment made my day, guys. I'm going to bring it up and show you. And this is why. Oh, that's killer. That's awesome.
Shadow Warriors in Minnesota.
Yeah, I'm showing his picture right now.
I like Minnesota.
So what was I just talking about? Oh wow, Jeremy Pitt, somebody. Hey man, how goes things? Jeremy Pitt. I have a bunch of messages. Oh my goodness, guys. I must have 15 messages in my spam folder. And it looks like I'm just ignoring people. And I'm totally not. Thank you, Shadow Warrior. I'm not going to say your name, but thank you for getting me to check that because, like, normally I go into the first one, the people you may know, and that's what I think I'm checking. I wasn't checking spam, and there was a wow. Yeah, I feel like an idiot. So I'm going to have to apologize about 9 times. Okay, so I'm going to find that comment right now. This comment, guys, your comments and likes make my day. When you guys hit the like button, it gets my videos out into other people's news feeds. That's how they find us. Okay. So even clicking like helps us, but your comments really make my day. I'm going to show you a comment I got today. And I'm just little old me in Canada. Okay. So picture you're me, you're waking up, you're having your breakfast, whatever, and you read this. Still couldn't believe it. So yeah, and when I read it, I saw that charger in front of me. We hadn't done it yet. I said, I'm doing this for this gentleman. So he commented on, you remember the white Maisto charger? This gentleman commented. His name is Scott Robinson 6073. Love chargers since the Dukes of Hazzard. Love the white. So nice. Love your channel, mate. Massive fan all the way from Sydney, Australia. And of course, you can't see it because it's. Oh, there you go. For me, guys, like that's for me. You know what I mean? Like from all the way from Australia. Like that's I could not stop thinking about that all day. Like that this person took the time to say that, and he thinks that. Like that's the stuff that keeps me going. And you guys know I'm not in it for the money. You can tell that I love the stuff because sometimes I'm doing the videos and I'm half asleep during them. Yeah, you can tell when somebody's in it for the love and not for the money for sure. I can send you a pic. Okay, yeah, I seen that comment already. Just getting caught up. One of my favorite chargers is the off-road charger. Oh, that's a cool one too. The off-road charger is cool. I like that. You know what's funny, guys? Glenn this weekend, since I remember it now, 17 of us in here, guys, by the way. Hello, everybody. Glenn, by the way, has never seen the first Fast and Furious or the second or the third one. He saw Fast and Furious 9. That's where he started, or 7, or
the one where they went to, I think it was New Mexico, and there was a hitman in it or something.
yeah, where I was way gone out of it. Like it's basically the first one, classic, love it. Second one, still okay. You know what I mean? Third one, they were starting to lose me, but I was still watching it. Okay, gone after that. Like just they should have left it the way it was. And I read an interview recently where Vin Diesel was saying he would like to have the series go back to the way it was, street racing. But it's like, how do you do that at this point? I don't know. Hello, Robert Keys. How you doing, my friend? I'm glad we stuck around later. But yeah, Glenn has never seen the first Fast and Furious movie. That's going to change this weekend because he cannot appreciate these cars without seeing the first movie. And I actually feel bad for him that he started out the series watching whatever, even if it was number 6, 5, whatever it was. Oh, man. Man, oh, man. It's like if you guys have not watched The Sopranos yet, I remember when I started dating Diane, she had never seen The Sopranos. I had the whole set on DVD. It's funny. You guys know how I'm like a hustler, a cheap guy to save money. You know how I got my DVD Sopranos set? Obviously, I copied them, right? Like I used to borrow people's DVDs and copy them. The public library in Hamilton has anything you could think of on DVD, or they did at the time back when it was, 2010, whatever. So I was getting everything from the library for free, and I was literally copying it over and then bringing it back. I got the whole collection of Sopranos from Hamilton Library. But the point is, for somebody that has never watched something like that, I sat down with Diane, and over the next month, as a couple, we watched the whole series of Sopranos back to back, and it was so fun to do. And even though I had already seen it, it was so fun for me to do, and she was so excited, couldn't wait for the next episode. And even Sons of Anarchy, as much bullshit as that show is, we enjoyed watching it. For entertainment, you know what I mean? Like, that's complete bullshit, that show. But it was very enjoyable for us to watch. So sometimes it's cool to get into something and just do it like that, binge back to back. Just got here, better late than never. Yeah, it's awesome that you're here. And you know what? We're going 15 minutes later than I usually go, and I'm not minding it. I'm content. As long as you guys are content, I'm going to stick around here for a little bit longer. It's funny. I had 3 pizza pockets in the air fryer. I've been doing it like that lately. Love the air fryer. But they didn't get finished before the live, so I'm going to put those back on and maybe start eating those. But yeah, it's 15 minutes over the hour, and it does not seem like these lives, guys. I got to tell you, a lot of this channel is you guys, and these lives would not be fun if it was just me sitting here yapping and not interacting with you guys. You guys all interacting, it's like we all have the same objective. We all love the same stuff. And it's you guys that make this channel. And you guys give me the motivation. We don't even have, still, the meanest comment I've had to this day on my videos was still, shave that thing off your face. You look like an idiot. And you see how much it affected me and how quickly I shaved it off my face. I mean, even the people that are coming around watching, we're very fortunate to have what we have here. It's a very positive thing. The other day, I felt like such an idiot. I'm going to tell you guys on live. I get music because I got to watch copyright stuff. Everything I upload to YouTube now, since I don't know if you guys remember, but when I first got monetized, I got hit with a 90-day ban, a monetization ban, when I first got monetized, right? Like, I didn't even get it paid, and I got hit with a ban. And it was for using reused content. So basically, before you could use somebody else's content, put a spin on it, chop it up, whatever, I was doing that. And a lot of it was with just old vintage commercial stuff. Now, if you watch my video, if I don't record it usually, like if it's something, a reuse something, I will not do it. Like, all the shorts are me usually, right? Or something that passes through the checks. So the other days, I used a song that was non-copyright, chopped up like bits and pieces, all that. And it passes through the copyrights. I find the word R in it, which is retard. It's a word that I don't like using at all, right? So I take the time to edit that word out of there. And I missed a real bad slur that was in there. And it wasn't just said once, it was said 3 friggin' times, the guy said it. And it was right in the beginning of the video. And I'm very thankful that not only Hemi Nate noticed that and let me know, but I'm thankful that if any of you caught it, that you probably just said he didn't notice it or something like that. Like, I didn't have one person accuse me of anything bad, and that was good, because that means that people kind of know my character. Like, even when Nate told me about it, he wasn't like, dude, you're an idiot. Like, he approached it like he figured that I didn't notice it, and that's what happened. Like, as soon as he told me that, I was like, I think right away I put the video on private and took it down and redid it. And it was an easy fix, luckily. So, but yeah, I just wanted you guys to know that as well, since we're in here live, that there is no hate on this channel. There's no bullying on this channel. Any of that stuff goes on. If I don't notice something like that, and if somebody's being a shithead, something like that to you, let me know. Because we could block them, we'll deal with it, whatever. But yeah, there's no room for that here at all. Or on my Facebook. I'm going to tell you guys a story about that. I had a long-time friend. This guy was a brother to me, guys, okay? This guy, I partied with this guy, fought beside this guy, everything. I'm not going to mention his name. But I moved away from the Sioux. He still lives back in the Sioux, this guy. And there was a mutual friend I had on my Facebook that these guys had a falling out years before. I didn't know this mutual friend as well as I knew this other guy. I'm trying not to spit the name out. But anyway, I was in bed one night and this guy notices the one guy commenting on my Facebook that's my friend that hasn't done anything to me and just full out attacks him on my Facebook wall. Like attacks he had a dog business, like a dog training business. And my former friend attacked the dog training, like just went right after him on my Facebook, okay? So, and this was before I was doing anything social media. Like I had my own social media, but I wasn't getting paid for it. You know what I mean? But I'm not friends with him to this day. And me and him were brothers about that. Like for years, like did so much shit together. And because he attacked somebody on my thing, and what bothered me about it is he didn't see why I was upset. And I'm like, he kept saying, oh, well, you've known me longer, blah, blah, blah. Well, yeah, but you just made me look like an idiot in front of all my coworkers, family, and friends on my Facebook. And you attacked and bullied the crap out of somebody that I get along with. Like I ended up booting my buddy off my Facebook. And then what happened was he kept bugging me to get back on it, And I said, well, honestly, dude, like I don't want to have to babysit because he did it in the middle of the night too, right? When I was in bed. Like he knew what he was doing. So I said, let me think of how I want to proceed with this, you know what I mean? And then I guess he didn't like my answer. And next thing you know, I was blocked. Like he just blocked me out of everything. It's like, okay, like you're mad at me because you attacked somebody on my Facebook and I called you out on it. And okay, whatever. But that was like 5-6 years ago or something. But I feel that strongly about it, guys. So if anybody's talking shit to you on my stuff, let me know right away. Have you seen the Sopranos Full House mashup? No, I have not. I have seen some ridiculous Full House edits. I seen one, I think it had Mike Tyson, and they had the beginning of it, and it had Mike Tyson with the tattoo on his face. Seen some of that stuff. 16 people here still, and an hour and 22 minutes into it, and 13 likes. Thank you guys for the 13 likes. Anybody that did not click like, please click like because it'll get us out there to more viewers who like this stuff. It's kind of a cool background, eh? That's actually neat. That'd be a cool thumbnail. Walking along Glenn's wall of heavyweights. Yeah, for those that missed it, by the way, Glenn's, the poor guy has, well, you guys know what he's got. He's got a collection of a collection, right? Like, and the problem was he has so much of it, it takes up half of the basement. And he had it set up before. He had basically, he has so much stuff that he had a lot of Maestos. Nothing wrong with Maestos, but he had Maestos in his cabinets up here. And he would have $800 cars in the basement. You know what I mean? So one day he wasn't home about a couple weeks ago. And I fixed it all for him. I put all of his cheap ones downstairs because he would have, say, this green car here. My favorite GMP in the house, by the way, guys, that green guy. But he would have something in front of it, like a $50 car blocking it off. You know what I mean? And it wasn't his fault. He just had so many cars. So I helped him one day go through it. And man, I didn't realize how nice it looked. until Dave seen it and said, "Holy crap, dude! Like you really transformed that." But I set it up the way I would want my own. Put your good stuff at eye level, all your best stuff. Sorry, guys, just trying to make sure I'm not missing comments. Oh, let's see here. Pizza Pocket's done. So keep an eye out tomorrow, guys. What time did I say? Oh, 10 a.m. 10 a.m. New unboxing video tomorrow morning. And anybody that missed this live that just got here late or whatever and missed the unboxing of the car, you can either watch this tomorrow when YouTube puts it up again, or you can wait until I do the post edit and watch that. I would wait for the post edit, but that might take a couple days because I've got, like I said, there's a video already uploaded for tomorrow. It's going public at 10 a.m. my time, Eastern Standard Time. And then right when this live started tonight, guys, I was in the middle of another unboxing of that 69 Hot Wheels 1 of 18 Charger. I had done a Hot Wheels Charger before, but it was red. And I compared it with an Ertl Charger, a 69, the same year and everything. So this is the red one. Ted Eubanks. I had the same problem too, run out of space. Yeah, that is a huge thing for collectors, is finding a way to display your stuff. You've probably seen pictures of my IKEA burpee cabinet. I love those things, but of course, when they come out with anything good like that, they got to discontinue it. But the IKEA burpee cabinet, I love it. You find those on Marketplace. Good thing about those is they don't take up a footprint on the floor because they're kind of hanging on the wall. And you put some lights in it. But yeah, that's definitely, storage is always a solution. You know, it's a big pain in the butt that I didn't realize till I got into the 1 of 18s. I always said I wasn't going to collect the 1 of 18 scale, too big. I don't got enough room, because you guys remember my toy room, right? I don't got room for that stuff with all those toys. And then friggin' Dave came over one day and brought one. But anyway, a big problem with us collectors is the boxes, because you don't want to throw out the boxes, but they take up so much space. So much space. Wow.
Just buy another house. Problem solved.
Yeah, I could buy another house, Molly. I'm so looking forward to you and Glenn seeing my collection when you visit. Oh, yeah, for sure. Yeah, for sure. And we are going to come down that way as well. Remember that, Glenn. We're going to come down there in the summer to see them.
Yep.
Yeah, that's going to be amazing. That was awesome when Max came in this summer. I understand why you couldn't come. Maybe next time. But we even took him to the first Tim Hortons and everything. It was awesome when he came out here. Yeah, he ended up staying. I think it was getting late by the time he left or something, because we just kept hanging out. And the funny thing is, when he was here, I didn't have all this energy. I was walking around half, like I had a half battery at that time, right? I cannot tell you guys that. Well, you can probably tell by me talking. I'm sorry if I'm annoying you because I'm a motor mouth or anything. But it's the energy. I got all my energy back. Like when you have a half a battery, and I thought that's just how I normally felt. So it's almost like I have a high right now. You know what I mean? Like it's almost like it's like a natural high, because I felt terrible for so long. And then it's like a switch was flipped. You know what I mean? I almost cried the other day when that doctor called me and told me that. I was doing the video and I had to stop the video. I was right up here. I had the camera up on the look-see set, and all of a sudden I see on the screen hemo. And I said, oh, wow, because I just did my blood work the day before. I'll be honest with you, I thought he was calling me to tell me something bad. I felt good and everything, but I thought I just had a feeling, you know what I mean? And no, he was actually ecstatic, said that my platelets were 241,000. I was like, wow, I don't think I've ever, wow. But I feel so well right now, it's not even funny. And that's the goal, is I don't care how long it takes them to find a cure for what's going on. As long as they can keep me feeling well in the interim, I'm good. So now I'm just going to watch my own blood. I'm going to make sure minimum every 2 weeks I'm going to get it checked, minimum. And if it starts going below a certain level, I know how to get a hold of this guy now. So that's good. Thank goodness, guys. Maybe I will arrange for my. Oh, yeah, that's always possible. You can arrange for it the day before. Yeah, that's what happened before. I remember getting infusions used to do weird things to me years and years ago. So I totally get the whole thing. A lot of regular people don't understand stuff like that, but I get it. Believe me, especially with all the mental stuff. Because when this attacked me back in 2010, I didn't notice anything mental at all happening. But then again, back then I wasn't on ADHD medication, and my life was a lot different. Um, but yeah, but I was very sick when Max was here last time and didn't even realize. Was walking around. Didn't realize, but now this year it's going to be different. Already 2025 is going better, so that's a good thing. I got high cholesterol. I got to watch. You know what, Kevin? Before I let you go, and thank you, Sean Michael, for coming. You got good timing too, buddy, because I was just about to say goodnight to everybody myself. Before I let you go, Kevin, I got to recommend something to you for the high cholesterol. I'm supposed to take cholesterol pills myself. I haven't needed to. So you remember I was 240 pounds, but I wasn't fat. Okay, like I was lumberjack built. I had pretty big arms before I got sick, and it was from work. But with that, I had some high blood pressure with that weight, right? To help me try to lose weight to get my broken ankle healed, which is a long story, Diane bought an air fryer. And she came home one day, told me about it. I was watching TV, whatever. It's, oh, cool, hun. It sounds good. I just went in one ear and out the other, right? So for the following couple of years, she was cooking for me out of this air fryer, and I wasn't noticing anything because all the food tastes great out of it, right? And next thing you know, I'm getting my blood pressure used to be so high that my diastolic was in the triple digits, okay? That used to be the goal, was to try to keep my diastolic below into just double digits and not triple. That used to be the goal. It was dangerous high, okay? Ever since cooking with an air fryer and eliminating all that crap, like all the fast food and stuff I was eating, and I do fries in it and everything, that thing, I have optimal blood pressure. I do not have to take high blood pressure medication anymore. And this is something that runs in my family, by the way. My mother had it, my father had it, everybody in my family had high blood pressure. I do not have to take medication for it. And when they test it at anywhere I go, it's optimal now. And I know it's because of that air fryer. I know 100% it's because it's less, I'm taking in less fats and all that. So that was just a little bit. If you don't have an air fryer, Kevin, I suggest you get one because they're amazing. And you will not tell the difference in a lot of the food. In fact, there's a guy at my work, the guy that got me into YouTube videos, actually. He is a big barbecue guy. He's a foodie. He's a food nut. In the summertime, he lives on the barbecue, okay? He swears to me he will do you a steak in the air fryer better than the barbecue, and you'll enjoy it better than and he's a total barbecue nut. So, yeah, I know a lot of people think air fryer healthy. It's going to taste. No, it doesn't taste healthy at all. I love the air fryer, and it's made a big difference. So, and see you later, Shadow Warrior. I'm not going to say your real name right now because of privacy, but very nice to meet you. And I look forward to keeping in touch with you, my friend. It was good to talk to you. And guys, thank you so much, all of you, for coming out. Wow. I was going to say almost an hour and a half, but it's an hour and 34 minutes. Thank you, Glenn, for staying up a little bit later. Glenn's got to get up for work in the morning. But thank you all for coming. That's an hour and a half flies by like a blink, and it's because of you guys and you guys keeping it engaging, keep it in the comments. Thank you, Nate, for coming. Better late than never. Anybody that came late, better late than never. Thank you all so much. Do me a favor, guys. Smash like on your way out if you have not already. And don't forget that Sunday, 10 a.m., a brand new unboxing video coming for you guys. And it's a good one. It's that AMX. So anyway, guys, you have a good, safe night. Thank you all for coming out and take care.
Good night, everyone.
And Glenn says, good night, everyone.